That is what happened. We want costly things instead of valuable. So our economics goes wrong. Law of diminishing utility will be the understanding of economics. That is a stupid way of understanding economics. And the result is law of increasing demand of not the valuable things but the costly things. The result is competition and international war. You can't say that this is imagination because we had the bitter taste of 2 global wars in the past. And we can't say that we have done better. Had we done better, we would not have had those 2 world wars. So when the mirror is there, we can look into it and find out how our face is. We can't still argue that our face is beautiful. So the scriptures advise us not to make a start with work and end with requirement. They suggest us a better way. Start here with remuneration. See how much you get. Use it for what you want. And then make this as the culminating aspect. That is, let your activity end with work. That is, you begin to work in a direction and maintain the quality of work and the quantum of work in the same way. You care only for that. The other 2 things automatically take care of themselves. And the fellows around you will have confidence upon you. They will begin to trust you. And they will be trained by you in believing in the innate goodness of man. That's all what is required. It is enough if you have 2 people near you, one who is working under you in your office, one who is above you in your office. Spiritualism should start with these 2 people, but not with the Kundalini inside in the innermost holes of our vertebral column. No fool knows if Kundalini exists at all or not. No need to work out with the soul ray and the intellectual ray and the mental ray. No use of mailing so much of papers in the name of peace to all parts of the world. Just make an experiment. If I begin to work for you and if I have no demands with you, at the end of 1 month or 2 months or 10 months or 1 year, what is your attitude towards me? The attitude of 80% of humanity. Let the 20% sick people, they still lie to be healed in the hospital. They are called doubters. Let them rejoice in their doubting. Fortunately, there are not more than 20% among humanity who are real doubters. You will discover this truth when you begin to experiment with this triangle. Until you begin to experiment, until you get yourself involved in it, and until you take a leap into the river to swim, you will never realize the fact that humanity is essentially good. When you begin to doubt the genuineness of humanity, you are the starting point of evil, because you are the only doubter among the people around you. And you prove a wonderful contagion of doubt. This is what the scriptures teach us about the socio-economic triangle. And in Sanskrit, the words they used are like this. This is called dharma. If there are people who have studied the original Sanskrit scriptures, or those who have studied the originals of the Buddhistic scriptures, they only can know the depth of the word dharma. The second is called artha. The third is called kama, wrongly translated by the Orientalists and the historians as duty, money and sex. Every fellow tries to tamper with the scriptures and he insults the scriptures according to his own ability. We will see what these three things are. The word dharma means duty in one sense, from which your work comes to you, and in a higher sense, it is your nature, called the individual nature, and your mentality, your temperament. And then if you choose the work that suits your temperament, then you are said to perform your dharma. First of all, have a proper selection of the work you want to do in this world, not according to public opinion, not according to any complex, or any dignity, sense of dignity, false dignity, or it is only according to your nature and temperament you are expected to select your work. From the level of child education, the parent is expected to make a proper selection for his child. Instead of leaving the child to the children's school, like leaving an animal to butchery, you have a duty before you leave your child to a school. If you have no responsibility for your child, is it not foolish for you to believe that the school or the teacher trains your child properly? Are you not illogical? If you have no time to teach your child what suits his temperament, what duty the fellow of the teacher has to teach to other children? So establish yourself in the work of your own nature and create such a generation among your sons and grandsons. That is to be taken as your ideal. As long as you take your institution as the highest, you will make a beginning at the corner of remuneration, because it is not the number of francs that counts, but it is the bread and butter that counts. What happens if instead of 1,000 francs, Swiss francs, if you are given 10,000 and your bread is supplied in more beautiful container with a price enhanced 15 times? This is what is called economic treachery. This is happening for the past 50 years in every country and every nation on an international level, because a few nations want to devour all the nations and have the globe in their hands. You are not able to diagnose the disease properly, because remember, always remedy starts from you, not from the governments or rulers or politicians, not from the commercial fellows who purchase people, not from the schools and colleges and universities. Always your future starts from you. And in whichever way you behave with the triangle, you will reap the consequences in terms of the society around you. This is what the scriptures present to us about the socio-economic triangle. Bestow some more time to the thought. 2 or 3 hours is not enough. There is something more than what it appears in this theory. I have spent about 40 years since I am trained and instructed by my father in these theories. And I have witnessed my father experimenting with these theories upon us and our family. Now I find what great joy it is to live in this world with the training he has given us. With the training I received from him about this triangle, I discovered a truth that living is not a problem. Life has not been a problem to dogs and donkeys and pigs and cows. Why should the being of a human fellow make his life a problem? Are we not ashamed of our illogical way of doing things? And the truth is, you do the work worth 1,000 francs and demand 500 francs. See what happens. You can live with greater comfort and greater ease because the people around you are trained in such a way by you. This is what my father taught me. This is what I experiment for the past more than 30 years, always with results encouraging and never disappointing. Not only in a country, but anywhere. Not in India or England or Switzerland, because human nature is everywhere the same. There is the essential goodness in the human heart everywhere, because it is always the same human heart. It is enough if we can ignore the 20%. They will be also healed in course of time. This is about the triangles, and a few words about cataclysms, that is geological dislocations. It's not a positive subject like the triangles, but yet let us make it positive before we leave. The cataclysms in nature, like the periodical flood, that is the submerging of the continents from time to time, earthquakes and gales and winds and storms, etc., they are considered to be natural cataclysms. But many times they are not natural, but they are man-produced. It is here that spiritualism should help us. For example, what has happened when the forests are cut off in every country? What has happened when we tampered with the ocean in our engineering? And what has happened when we have tapped the sources of nature more than what we are expected to do? What happens if tomorrow, after 1 or 2 centuries, there is no water to drink on this earth because of our experiments with this earth? And what happens when we cover more and more area of this earth globe with our way of preparing platforms and roads and minimizing the exposed area of natural sand and soil, then the earth will have less and less area to breathe. That is, breathing earth becomes less and less. Blocked or suffocated earth grows more and more in area, and the temperature in the interior layers of the earth globe is tempered, and it has unnatural distribution. And what would be the possible result? I leave it to you. Then we will understand that all these cataclysms may not always be natural. Many times they are unnatural. If an earthquake occurs somewhere, it may not be according to the natural course. And now let us have a few words about natural cataclysms, dislocations. If we try to understand our earth globe with its north and south poles and equator revolving on its own axis like a spin, there is the natural phenomenon which is called the gradual shifting of the poles. That is, the point on earth which is exposed to pole star will gradually change due to certain phenomena on this earth. For example, the precession of the equinoxes and the nutation of the earth globe and the inclination of the earth's axis. Because you should remember that the earth has 7 simultaneous movements which we cannot imagine. We can imagine 7 movements, but we cannot imagine 7 simultaneous movements to the same body. Let us have an example of 2 or 3 movements. The earth is having a movement like this around itself, called the diurnal rotation on its own axis. At the same time, it is going around the sun like this, called the annual rotationary earth. At the same time, it is waving its head like this towards north and south, producing the northern journey of the sun and the southern journey of the sun. And at the same time, the North Pole producing a movement like this. This movement takes thousands of years, therefore it is very, very imperceptible. Like this, there are 7 simultaneous movements to the earth. Once again, we have the septenary principle working. And as a result of these movements, the North Pole is not the same always, because that part of the earth which is opposite to the pole star works as North Pole. Then when this shifts a little like this, the next point works as North Pole and this ceases to be the North Pole. Like this, there is a shifting of the poles on the earth always going on, and as a result of which the poles gradually begin to face the sun, so that after some time the North Pole comes nearer and nearer the present east, and the South Pole to the present west. Consequently, the poles receive the temperature of the equator, and the ice on the poles, the glaciers on the poles, they begin to melt and melt, and there will be automatically the submerging of some continents and coming up of new continents. This is a continuous process. But since the process is slow and gradual, we do not care to understand it. But the climatic conditions of every country and nation go on changing from time to time. And this movement is described by the ancient scientists, a study of which is given in this emblem called swastika. That is to trace the movement of the poles. And this is the reason why we get dislocations on earth. The zone of earthquakes changes from time to time, and places which were not previously exposed to earthquakes, they come into the range of earthquake belt, and those who were there in the belt of the range, they come out of the belt. This is what takes place. And if you go through the world scriptures of all nations, you will find the tracing of these changes in the stories of the continents, the islands and the oceans in the scriptures. You will also get the figures and the calculations which give you the periodicities of such changes, and also the direction which these changes take on this earth. If you study the chapters on the seven islands in the Indian scriptures, taking the earth as the centralmost island, another layer around earth taking as the second island, non-physical 6 layers as the 6 other islands, and the 7 layers of spheres, for example atmosphere, etc. 7 layers of gas around the earth as the set of 7 oceans. You will find these periodicities worked out in the scriptures. And the axis of the earth, that is the axis of rotation from north to south, is properly studied, and it is understood by the ancients that the vertebral column of each being among the vertebrata of every animal and every human being on this earth, it bears an exact correspondence with all the regions of the axis of the earth. For example, the top of the head bears a correspondence with the pole star. The atlas corresponds with the north pole of the earth. Your Mooladhara corresponds with the south pole of the earth. Like this, there are 7 regions on this axis of the earth which work out the corresponding regions in the mother's womb when your vertebral column is being constructed in the embryo, and about the corresponding magnetism between yourself and the magnetism of the earth, and why you are attracted to the earth and you cannot go out of the earth. How the law of magnetism binds us all to the earth. All these things are discussed and given in the scriptures. And how the same law of magnetism works with the vertebral column of the mother and the vertebral column of the child when the child is in the mother's womb. How the opposite polarity binds the child in the womb of the mother by way of attraction. And how when the time of delivery comes, the child's position is changed. How the like poles of the two magnets of the mother and the child begin to repel each other, and how it results in labor pains and delivery, and how the same phenomena happens in the earth in the form of cataclysms, etc., is all discussed in these scriptures, the sum and substance of which is to some extent discussed in the secret doctrine of the Madame Blavatsky. Thank you all. We can go into the details. I think when the university is opened next year once again, because if I am to teach you any tangible points upon this subject, it should be in the form of lessons, not public lectures or conferences. Of course, I can teach in definite and calculating terms at least 50% of the subject that is available in the scriptures. But if we are really interested, let us take it up as our subject of study in the next season when we start the studies once again. Thank you all once again.